Yes, welcome into Sportsbook 2.0. Betting Insight today, Pauly and Teddy. It's Friday, big game breakdown, Midwest region, and we'll get to the early look at the Elite Eight games coming up on Saturday as well. We'll turn the shot clock on and play of the day before we get out of here. Nobody knows anything. The first ever Elite Eight with three teams seeded ninth or lower, and Syracuse can make it 4 tonight. 11 seeds are now 4-0 against 7 seeds in tournament history. Kentucky gets the gift where the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4 all lose, and they still can't even get out of the region, Teddy, with essentially a home game in Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, look, the dogs kept barking last night. You know, Loyola straight up win, Kansas State straight up win, Florida State straight up win. You know, you look at the tweet from David Warlock. You know, since the field expanded to 64 teams in 1985, a total of 2 number 9 seeds have advanced to the Elite Eight. Tonight, last night, that number doubled with Kansas State and Florida earning wins. To say nobody knows anything, I don't know that I agree with that. But to say that there were lots of live dogs and lots of misseeded teams in the NCAA tournament this year, I think that's safe to say right about now, Pauly.
No, nobody knows anything. A 16 beats a 1 by 20. Buffalo was up 26 on Arizona. The Ray Ratto tweet, next year's Selection Sunday show will be dominated by men in suits looking at each other for 2 hours and saying, I have no freaking idea. Over to you, Jeff. That's what it is right now with all these upsets and the fact that Chalk can't get there anymore. And we'll see if Syracuse can do it coming up. So that was last night in the tourney. How about the association? Oh, my God. This was a triple take when I looked at the screen and the scores. The Hornets led the Grizzlies by 55 points after the third quarter. They won by 61. No Dwight Howard. They're 8 games under 500. Lamb was plus 51. Kemba Walker was plus 47. The record, the Cavs in 1991 beat the Heat by 68.
And let's not forget what happened prior to tip-off last night, which was Memphis getting steamed in that ball game. Plus 10 down to plus 8. The word got out. Dwight Howard's not going to play. You know, he was suspended. He picked up his 16th technical foul of the season during his 30-30 effort on Wednesday. Second night of back-to-back. Charlotte's dead. No. It didn't matter. Grizzlies, not much of a game last night. As you look at the tweet here, the Hornets led by 55 after 3 quarters. That's the NBA. That ties the NBA single-game record in the shot clock era. Pretty ugly for the road team last night. No question. Bettors got this one about as wrong as they can get it.
All right, bad beat. The Jazz -8 against the Mavs, up 17 in the fourth quarter, up 14 with 3 minutes left. Mavs are tanking. The Cuban said it himself, the owner. They're not supposed to fight hard, and they got inside the number, lost by 7.
Oh, yeah, this is a tough one. I mean, here you're up 17 in the fourth. You're up 14 with 3 minutes left. All right? Dead teams aren't supposed to rally back with 3 minutes left. That's exactly what the Mavs did last night. End up winning by 7. Brutal. If you had Utah minus the 8, they were a right side. They did not, however, cash a winning bet.
Yes, players did well. They beat up the books last night. We like to see that. The under in the Kansas State game, that wasn't a sweat. How about the over in Michigan and Texas A&M? There you go. Michigan struggled the first 2 games from 3 bombs away. They had 14 threes and had 49 points with 3 minutes left until halftime. That was bet up from 134 to 136.5, 137 in some spots. There were some totals.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan got to 99 by themselves. That one, a clear right side winner, both for the Wolverines and for the over in that ball game. The markets certainly got the over part of that right. Mostly balanced action last night, which means the books did okay, the bettors did okay, but this is one most assuredly the markets ran with, that Michigan A&M over, and they cashed. Well, again, when Michigan gets to 99 by themselves, you're probably going to cash your over 136.5 ticket.
Sixers, 6.5 up to 8.5. And the Pelicans-Lakers total 228.5 to 231.5. That was a shootout, 128 to 125. Lakers open 4, close 2.5. Boom, right in the middle. Not good for the books.
Yeah, and of course we used Pelicans as the Lakers +3 as play of the day yesterday. Push for those of you who were able to get it. Unfortunately, it moved to 2.5 in a lot of places. And I mean, a baffling finale for that game. You know, Sixers, I mean, they led by 30 after 3 against the Magic. The over in the Pelicans-Lakers, no debate there. That game was, 73-71 at halftime. But
Yeah.
the side very much in doubt down the stretch. The Lakers up 4 with 3:30 left. They didn't score another
Up 11
point.
in the
Lonzo,
fourth.
yeah,
Up 11 in the fourth. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah. Lonzo Ball 2 of 15 from the floor last night. 1 of 12 from 3-point range. In the last 2 minutes of the game, New Orleans sagged off him. You take all the shots you want, Lonzo. Left him wide open for threes 3 different times in the last 2 minutes. Every one of them, brick, brick, brick. I'm not happy with Lonzo this morning. Cost me a bet yesterday. And that's certainly not a good result for the bookmakers.
Been horrendous. I mean, just daring him to shoot, and he couldn't make it. A round of applause for the Pelicans, too. Back-to-back wins on the triple header, and they played 5 games in 6 days and went 4-1. One more, Pistons, 12.5 down to 10.5. No CP3. And this went to overtime. How good are the Rockets? Harden didn't have it, couldn't make a shot. And they were 12 of 51 from 3. Won by, 6, or they won by 4 in overtime.
Sure. Again, not a good result for the books with all the money coming on Detroit. Plus 12.5 down to plus 10.5. Bettors won all of those wagers.
All right, very good. Up next, big game breakdown. Midwest region. Well, some favorites get the money tonight. We'll get to Syracuse and Duke coming up, and we'll look at the Elite 8 games. Will Loyola get to the Final Four? Straight ahead on Sportsbit 2.0. Betting Insight today on SBRpicks.com, at Real Sportsbit, and at Teddy_Covers on Twitter.
Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.